Nigeria in terms of our posture for foreign direct investments? I'm sure foreign investors are looking at what is going on. If we can treat local investors like this, how much more a foreign investor?
Yeah, I've said it that we need to manage our image at the global space with the way and manner we are treating Dangote. And don't forget, an average businessman is looking for someone to take the step and break the camel back before that will venture into it. If he's being treated this way, he sent wrong signal, knowing fully well that everybody believes that the local investors understand the culture and the terrain at which they need to move. And if you cannot have the confidence of those locals, even if it's FDI or the one you have to give franchise, you are threatened that the business survivor may actually not be there. You see, to collaborate also what my other colleague has said, I think the aspect of NNPC coming to tell us so much we're losing in terms of crude oil theft, the government need to address it. If we have a lot of trips being embarked upon, and possibly because I happen to be a member of Transport Administration, which we have a segment that speaks to this pipeline transportation of a thing. We've asked ourselves the question, what actually will it cost? Technology is out there to monitor some of these things. And when you look at the investment of those illegal people diverting the crude, it's not something that is actually being carried out by small fries. These are things that take a lot of time, lot of investment. What as we speak, what is the result of the surveillance team that was set up by the federal government to monitor activity? We cannot be celebrating of moving from 800,000 barrels per day to 1.2 million barrels per day and feel that we've actually achieved a lot, when we have the potential of achieving as much as over 2 million, per barrel per day. So the only time we can give kudos to the achievement of the surveillance that we've actually engaged, of which some of us have queried, that what is the work of our security agency when we have to be contracting out.
The president gave them matching orders recently.
Yeah.
When they were hosted at the presidential villa, there was a meeting and they were given matching orders to ensure that they address this matter of oil theft, because what the president is targeting is about over 2 million barrels per day. That's which some persons have called ambitious, but then the president believes it's achievable. And that is why he's given the security operatives this matching orders to do what the needful.
You've actually given the matching order. How much of monitoring are you actually providing to it? It's enough for you to speak. And people look at you and say, he has said his own, he goes back to bed to do. There must be timeline of delivery for some of this thing. Okay, I'm expecting, possibly as a finance person, I've always said this. They give you a target and tell you in the next 3 months, currently we are at this figure, I want this to be, because this is what we expect. We know we have the capability of doing. I'm giving you the next 3 months, at least a quarter, to say we are moving from 1 million, at least to be at 1.3. Then we come back, review the position of things. If you're able to attain that, we can move from, it's just like you working in the financial institution as a marketer. They will give you a set target. They don't just tell you that you need to increase your DDA. There are timeline and specifics attached to this. I'm saying that as lacuna. You don't just give matching order without putting those timelines. If the president wants us to achieve 2 million in the next 1 year, you should be able to segment them. This is where we are currently, and this is where we're expected to be after the first 3 months, after the next 6 months, and be able to achieve it. If we are able to address that, it's like you are increasing the base of your revenue, of which you can now, decide to give certain quotas for the IOC, and like you said, dedicate some for the raw. It's only in this part of the world that you have the raw materials, and you are still suffering to enjoy the benefit of the process. Don't forget, each time we keep saying that we want to encourage domestication, it's about saying that it is not only PMS, it's not only diesel, it's not only jet oil that you get from that crude. Other byproducts that we have therein are input into other arms of the government. Take, for example, fertilizers, take for a bitumen. All these other things are actually input that we are even going to be buying with this add earn and scarce foreign exchange because we are not refining some of those things locally.
Adesegun, quickly, your final thought on this matter. What would be the way forward?
Like I said, okay, I'll recap again. The way forward is the presidency wading into this. We are all aware that this has happened because the sheriff in town would not allow business be conducted the usual way it has been. What we're talking about is not just the fault of Dangote Group. Previous administrations have collaborated with the organization to become a monopoly, whether we like it or not. It's the truth. The thing is for the presidency to now wade into this matter, resolve the issue of oil theft. Like I had said, let's put up the right technologies, okay, and resolve. If you have to involve the IOCs to resolve in this matter as well, ensure we have enough crude for local cracking. Thank you.
All right, Adesegun Osibanjo, lead consultant, Mark Beat Transnational Limited. Thank you for your time. Must also thank you, Olusegun Kwade, Chartered Accountant, Public Affairs Analyst, for your time as well.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. We will now quickly take a break and bring you the news update.